Оружие убери, я сказал.
Rose from my slumber, eager to go claim the rare stash nearby.
Сколько тут еще дряни всякой.
I ran over and unveiled the epic loot that awaited me. This was a big find. Ents were probably the resource that I was hurting the most in, for unknown reasons, of course. I grabbed everything and donned my new clear sky suit, which actually let me be neutral with the mercenaries. In case you forgot, the plan was still to go complete my task in garbage, go through Agroprom and the Great Swamps, and then back to Corbin. Just as I was leaving, something made it clear it didn't like my plan. I stopped by the flea market for some tasks and a stash on the way to the next task. Bandits dead and a new friend made, I got on my way. I decided to stop for a nap before leaving the garbage, as I didn't want to end up passing out on the floor at a bad time. After waking up, I tried to get a move on, but my attention was immediately drawn to a nearby gunfight. It appeared to be some mercenaries fighting with the nearby duty and stalkers. As you can see, I was a little bit unsure as who to shoot at, but that was quick. The loot from these mercenaries was a big upgrade from the bandits that I'd been looting before. After taking my fill of loot, I went over to the wild territory to go look for Sidorovich's missing package, which ended up being pretty easy.
Nice.
I ran back through the garbage a bit heavier than I left and ran straight to Agroprom. I spared no time getting to the outpost, only stopping to kill a few zombies. I loaded up on tasks and looked for a stash close by. I soon gave up and moved towards the Great Swamps. seemed that I had arrived at quite a commotion. Judging by the yelling and scary noises, it seemed like a bloodsucker was terrorizing the resident renegades. I figured that this would be a good time to wipe them out so I could save, so I loaded up some slugs and got to work. The renegades were a bit of a step up from the bandits. Their better guns and armor were going to pose them a bit more of a threat than I was used to. But that also posed a better reward for killing them. I kept moving to the nearby main quest and picked up an artifact on the way. And due to my friend's troublesome nature, I told him to wait outside. I made it to the cave, spoke with the doctor, picked up my friend, and started walking my very overweight ass through the swamps. I had arrived at the church, a spot typically filled with friendly clear sky and ecologists, but not this time. It seemed the renegades had taken control over more of the swamp than I thought. I looted up, had a beer, and I moved my now even heavier ass to Gordon. Finally back home, I grabbed as many quests as possible and put away all the massive loot I had acquired. I then made my way to return the lost child I'd been carrying along this whole time.
Слушаю тебя.
With my newfound riches, I decided to spend a little on some crafting books. These would enable me to craft better equipment like bigger backpacks and such later down the line. I checked my map to see what was up next, and it seemed that the bandits had not learned their lesson about Corden. I headed over to the Great Swamps again to grab my second gold stash of the run. But it seemed like I had some roadblocks. I would have likely had some trouble with these guys previously, but this discovery of slugs has made my job a lot easier. I looted the bodies and went over to grab my stash, which actually had an ammo kit in it. Now I could avoid wasting money on ammo by just scrapping the shitty ammo I wasn't using and turning it into rounds for my actual weapons. I ran back to go save and leave the swamps, but as soon as I got to the camp, these storms were definitely dangerous, but also notoriously cool to look at. I decided to take a peek out the window.